Hi, it's a sprinkle of chaos, and I'm here to do my, hopefully, weekly book review. I want to upload them weekly, but also I don't know if I'm gonna have time, so if not weekly, then I'll try to do at least monthly, or like every other week for those like 2 weeks. But hi, welcome. If you're new here, hi. If you're not, hi. I'm gonna be reviewing the three books that I read this week. I read The Wicked King, The Daughter of the Siren Queen, and The Serpent and the Wings of Night. I have a hard time saying that title and remembering it. I'm gonna talk about them in chronological order in which I read them, and yeah. Also, there will be spoilers in this review, so if you haven't read these books, obviously don't watch it if you plan on it. Also, there will be timestamps in the description. So, with that being said, I hope you enjoy and let the book reviewing commence. So the first book I'm going to talk about is The Wicked King. Oh, excuse me. And I read this one the first couple of days. I actually procrastinated reading it. When I got it, I started it and got pretty far, but then I just couldn't pick it up again, and I don't even know why. But when I did pick it up again after a couple of days, I was like sucked in. I couldn't stop. 5 stars for this book. I liked it much more than I liked The Cruel Prince, and that's saying something because I adored The Cruel Prince as a book. I'm looking at my notes right now. Jude was a great protagonist. I love Jude. And it's interesting to read from her perspective because, like, as an outsider looking in, she's not really a great person. Like, she's very cunning and she is kind of bloodthirsty, and also power hungry, and she's willing to do a lot to get there, including, trick the person she loves into the throne and then take over from the sidelines, right? Like, she's willing to do quite a bit. There's a quote where she's like talking about Card not wanting to kill, and she's like, a virtue that I don't possess, and I was like, whoa, girly, okay. But 1000% honesty, I like her a lot. I like the difference in reading in her, and like her being so stark compared to other protagonists that I've read. She reminds me of a little bit more unhinged Juliet from Shatter Me. Like, not more unhinged, just more violent, I think. So those are very similar to me, and I like Juliet, and so obviously I loved Jude. Another thing that I noticed, to me at least, Cardin was 10 times hotter in this book. And that's saying something because it was pretty hot in The Cruel Prince. But like everything he did and said was just like, okay, like, little side note, if a man came to me and said, kiss me again, kiss me until I'm sick of it, I would be dead on the floor. Why Jude didn't do that, I don't know. Like, I love you, Jude, but what was that? But everything he said and did was so attractive. It was so hot. The tension was so well written. Like, it was the banter, all of it. I did like the banter a little bit more in The Cruel Prince when they were still like enemies, more like rivals, I think. But The Wicked King was more like heartfelt banter, if that makes any sense. I don't know. But I like to see the more humane side of Cardin. The side that's not kicking dirt into her food and trying to drown her. So yeah, I liked the relationship a lot in this book. There was so much betrayal. There was so much like jaw drop moments. There was the ghost. There was Taryn. Don't get me started on her. There was a Cardin, and it was like one on top of the other on top of the other, and like a span of like 3 chapters. And surprisingly, it didn't become overwhelming, which is really weird. But Holly Black, 10 out of 10. Like, you did a fabulous job. I loved it. Going into like my favorite characters, Jude, obviously. I've already talked about how much I love her. Carden, for obvious reasons. The Bomb, she's so cute. Oh my gosh. The Roach, he's so funny and like silly. I love him. I was gonna put the Ghost on this list because I really did like the Ghost before he betrayed us. Like, when he betrayed us, I was sitting in the kitchen reading with my like sister, and I was like, no, I loved him, right? Because I loved him so much. I was really sad when he betrayed us. But once again, 5 stars for The Wicked King. The best book I read all week. It was very good. I'm itching to get The Queen of Nothing. I'm like so excited to read it. Can somebody tell me what is the order of like the novellas after that? Because I don't know in which order to read them. Like, I'm looking at it and it's like Stolen Heir, how the King of Elflame learned how to learn Tate stories, and there's like this one and that one, and I don't know what order to read them in. So please, somebody tell me what order to read them in. Okay, so the next book we're going to talk about is Daughter of the Siren Queen, which is the sequel to Daughter of the Pirate King. And when I read Daughter of the Pirate King, it was a month ago at least. Obviously I got them from my library, right? And I liked it. It was good. It wasn't life-changing. It was just like, but Daughter of the Siren Queen was life-changing. It was so much better than Daughter of the Pirate King. Like, Daughter of the Pirate King I rated 3 stars, I believe. Daughter of the Siren Queen got 4.5 stars. It was so good. There were so many likable characters, like Rosalind, Alosa, obviously, Raiden, obviously, Sorinda, Manzi, Neridia, all of them were 10 out of 10. The Alosa and Raiden's relationship was very on your toes, will they, won't they? And it was like, it was egging me on while also frustrating me, right? And I liked that a lot. I really, really liked the character development of Alosa becoming more comfortable with who she is as a siren, and I liked the character development of Raiden becoming more comfortable with her. I loved the conclusion of all of the sirens coming to help to save their queen. I'm not gonna lie, I was happy when the dad was dead, when Callaghan was dead. I was so happy. I was like, justice, right? I deducted 1.5 stars because it was 4.5, because in the end, when Tylan shoots Rosalind, right, and it like skates past her skull, right, and she passes out on the floor, and everyone's like, oh my god, Rosalind. And then in the conclusion, we never find out if she's dead or not. No one ever tells you if she lives or dies. And I was looking through this book, and when I finally finished it, I was like, and then I start flipping through again, like, did I miss something? Is she dead or alive? Right? And I was so upset. And I haven't even brought myself to like look it up online because I'm scared that she will be dead, because she was one of my favorites. She was so cute. It was a really nice book and a great read. I read it when we were going to like the beach or the river, and it was very fun, very in the mood and theme. 4.5 stars for Daughter of the Siren Queen. Way better than Daughter of the Pirate King. Does anybody even know what Vengeance for the Pirate Queen is about? Because I saw the cover and there's a different person on there, and I'm like, what? What is she doing? What is it about? I'm too scared to look it up on Goodreads. So if you've read it, just tell me what it's about, because I'm so scared of reading it. But 4.5 stars for Daughter of the Siren Queen. So the last book that I read this week, because it was pretty thick, was The Serpent and the Wings of Night, by Carissa Broadbent. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I went into this very scared, because the first thing you're met with is a note that says, this book contains subject matter that might be difficult for some readers, including violence, torture, off-page, flashback of rape, consent withdrawn, self-harm, emotional abuse, slavery, and references to sexual abuse. I was scared. I was like, what have I gotten myself into? Why did none of the ladies on TikTok tell me that this was happening? And then in the first chapter, when Vincent finds her, right, like the introduction, he makes a comment about how small she is, and she's so small, even for a human. And I was like, is this gonna be another Fourth Wing? Because, and I can make a whole other video about that, okay? But I know a lot of people really liked the book, but it didn't hit for me. So I was kind of scared that it was gonna be another Fourth Wing. But it's never mentioned after that. Like, her, like, small stature or whatever, was never mentioned again after that. And I liked that. I like that it's not her personality. Because overall, Araya as a protagonist was very, very cool. She was very, I liked that she was a little bit, like, Jude, she was a little bit different from the other protagonist, because, like, the harsh environment that she'd grown up in. She was fierce, and I liked that a lot. She was determined, and I liked that a lot. Please correct me if I'm saying his name wrong, okay? Please. I don't remember how to say his name, or I don't know how to pronounce it. Raheen? I don't know, I'm just gonna call him that. He's cool. I have a lot to say about him. I wrote in my notes, Raheen is hot, but also question mark. Because, like, in the ending, when Araya gave up her victory for him, and he was like, I want the throne, I want power, right? And then after killing her father, is like, shh, Araya, come back to me. Like, what are you doing? What is happening? Do you have, like, bipolar disorder? Are you, like, separate personalities? What is happening? And he's like, you're safe, you're with me. And I'm like, bro, get away from me. I don't even want to, like, look at you right now. And Araya matched my my passion with that. There was great banter in this book. Like I said, I don't know if I said this, but the plot twist was 5 stars for me. Great plot twist. I deducted 0.5 stars because the whole book itself is about the Kajari and, like, the games that she's entering. But for some reason, to me, it didn't feel like there were a lot of games. It felt like there was, like, 5 games, and they were all 1 chapter. Like, they were ridiculously short. And the rest of it was just her life in the apartment with Mishi, I don't know how to say her name, and Raheen. And I'm not hating on it. I liked her home life, but I also wanted more of the Kajari and the games, right? Because that's what I thought I was getting myself into. Side note, Mishi is, like, adorable. I love her so much. She's so cute. She reminds me of Adina from Powerless and Powerful. Like, 10 out of 10. I don't want to talk about that book right now. I'm gonna start crying. But overall, 4.5 stars for The Serpent and the Wings of Night. I highly recommend this book if you liked, honestly, if you liked The Throne of Glass, I think you'll like this book. If you liked any of Sarah J. Maas's books, I think you'll like this book. But that being said, I liked it quite a bit. So that is all I have for you today. If you liked this, let me know. If you have any book suggestions, let me know. My birthday is coming up, and obviously I want books. So if you have any of those, let me know. If not, I hope you have a great day, and God bless you.